Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. It's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
At the 22-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen now on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brings up
a 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
Now Allen again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Less than a yard.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Cardinals 0.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Allen going to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Right here.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory.
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Seattle.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude, that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
He is good.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Cardinals 6. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st down, Allen. He's got Burton here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Coming to you, coming to you. Five wide.
A A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Miles Sanders with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Allen again here on second and 10. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A final shot before half for Allen. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
4 yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
They're going to give it to Gordon, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second two-point try they haven't converted on, so those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points. And in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Sanders. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Seattle.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
For the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
18-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, here's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
By the Seahawks.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
46-yard line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you really...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to launch this thing way down and got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Handoff to Miles Sanders.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To Melvin Gordon.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the 35.
From the gun, Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Allen now operating from the gun. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Baby, I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Green to bring it back. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 11,
Robbie Anderson.
Touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They'll run on first down. Gordon. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
3rd and 3.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Allen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
4-yard gain.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Davis on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a dump-off here complete, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. That's out to the left and complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, you kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 13.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now Burrow on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And, oh, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. Instead, incomplete.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Anderson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Our final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making